Well, hello everybody, everywhere in the world. Good morning if you're in Toronto. Good evening if you're in Toronto. Good morning if you're in Australia. My name's Rob Pampling. I'm a diplomat with GWT, coming to you from Perth, Western Australia. It is raining here today, so we're having a lot of wet weather this week, which is great for winter. And look, it's my absolute pleasure to be able to bring to you as Ambassador of the Month today's Sunday night leadership training. And today we have the amazing Marla Zeidenberg. I think I pronounced that right, Marla. So Marla Zeidenberg is the manager for the general manager at GWT for product development. For the product department and customer service. So Marla is fully involved in the order process in every single aspect, from placing the order through to picking it, to quality control and packing, and finally shipping it out to DLC. She's also the person on the end of your support tickets. When you lodge a support ticket, generally it's Marla who's responding to those and taking care of everything to make sure that we're all happy out here in the field. So Marla does an amazing job in the product department for Global Wealth Trade, and it is my absolute pleasure to let her run through the shipping aspect with you today. So Marla, if you're there, we can start your presentation.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Robert. Great introduction. Welcome, everybody. I'm glad to be speaking with you. Today I will endeavor to help you all become experts in understanding and executing group shipping. So what is group shipping? Well, simply put, group shipping allows up to 5 luxury consultants to combine their orders in one shipment to one address and share the cost of shipping anywhere in the world. Therefore, this makes this a less expensive option for everyone. Now, group shipping accepts up to a maximum of 5 orders, consisting of the organizer plus 4 participants. And this is the example that we're going to be using throughout today's presentation. So group shipping can happen in 4 easy steps. Step 1, the organizer generates the group shipping code. Step 2, the organizer places their order to activate the code. Step 3, the organizer shares the code with other participants in the group. And finally, step 4, the other participants place their order using the code. So let's start with step 1. Step 1, the organizer generates the code through their back office. Quite simply, they're going to log in, go to their dashboard, click on My BDM, click on Group Shipping, click on For Luxury Consultants, and at this point in time, this is where the organizer is going to select the number of people, the participants, that are going to join them in the group shipping. If you remember our example, this shipment has 4 additional people joining in the group, so we're going to click on the number 4. The next step is to click on Generate Your Group Shipping Code, and when you do that, the organizer will see the group shipping code displayed. I would recommend at this point that the organizer writes down this group shipping code so that when it comes to placing the order at a later date, they know what the code is and can insert it into their order. So it's important to remember that the organizer must place their order first, and that activates the group shipping code. At this point in time, you're not ready to share it with anybody, but you will soon. So, step 2. The organizer gets to place their order. Let's go shopping. Click on Shop GWT Collections. Here you're going to select the products, adding them to your cart, go to checkout, check your order carefully to make sure that everything's the way you want it to be, and then you're going to look carefully down the page at shipping options. At this point, you're going to click on group shipping code and add that code in the box beside it that you wrote down earlier. Next, you're going to click on I agree to the GWT shipping policy and click on Save Shipping Options. Last but not least, you're going to click on Finalize My Order. And if you notice that at the top, that green bars tells you that if you've done all the steps correctly, the group shipping has been accepted. It congratulates you on a successful group shipment. So finalize your order. Remember, though, that all orders, regardless of whether they're a zero charge, in other words, using all IA or group shipment, any order at all must have a valid credit card on file as a payment method to complete the order process. Step number 3. It's time to share the code with the participants. So each of the 4 participants will now be given the group shipping code that you've already used as the organizer in your order. The group has 72 hours after the organizer has placed their order before the code expires. So, step 4. Each of the 4 participants now have to place their orders. Same steps. Each one will log in, select their products, add them to the cart, go to the checkout, check their orders over to make sure they're correct, and then they will proceed to add the group shipping code and click on group shipping in the shipping options. As well, they're going to click on I agree with the GWT shipping policies, and they're going to save the shipping option. Last but not least, they are also going to have to finalize their orders, making sure that all the information is correct. And they will also see, congratulations, you are qualified for the group shipping, and the group shipping code will display. So some things to remember, because really at that point that's a completed group shipment. Everybody's placed their orders, everybody's been approved. So let's go over some things to know. What if one participant does not place their order in the 72 hours? Very simply, if the orders are not all completed within the 72 hours after the organizer finalizes their order, the code will expire. So it is the organizer's responsibility to ensure that everyone in the group places their orders before that code expires. And the organizer can check who has placed their orders where they generated the code originally. So if they go back to Dashboard, My BDM, Group Shipping, Manage My Codes, they will see who's placed their orders. And I'd like to remind you that at any point in time, with respect to anything, not just group shipping, please feel free to contact customer service for assistance, or if you have any questions or concerns. Remember that every order must have a valid credit card in their back office to be approved, even if the order that's being placed has no cash charges on it. Each person in the group, including the organizer, cannot place more than one order in their name. And each person in the group may order a maximum of 25 items per order. So if an order is canceled from the group shipment, please remember that this does not reset the code and open that spot up for another person to use it. That spot is closed, and is not, the service fee paid for that spot is non-refundable. Additional shipping charges may apply if there are large or high value orders in the group. So the organizer is responsible for all the shipping charges and service fees once they have generated the code. And those charges will appear on the organizer's order when they place it, unless there are additional fees that need to be charged to ship once we do pick it, pack it, and take it to shipping. So it is up to the organizer as well to ensure that repayment is made to them by their group. Head office does not take care of this for you. So let's take a look at an example of a group shipment just to clarify everything. We've been talking about a group shipment that consists of one organizer and 4 participants, 5 people in total. And let's say it's an international shipment. International shipping would be $165 for the shipping and $55 times 4 for each of the 4 participants. So this would give you a total of $385, which would be split 5 ways, making each person's shipping fee $77. A lot cheaper than the standard individual international shipping rate. And that's it. That's group shipping. I'll be glad to answer any questions that you might have at this time. Thank you.
Thanks, Marla. That was great. I really, like the efficiency and the way we went through that step by step was really great to understand how group shipping works and what we need to do. Important to note that you need to obviously complete your orders inside 72 hours because I think that's plenty of time because obviously everyone should have their orders all organised before they organise their group shipping with the group anyway, with the group that they're shipping with. So thanks for that, Marla. That was great. Now, if anyone's got any questions, I'll just go and have a look and we can see if there's any questions. Just let me do that.
Sure.